Hi everyone, this is Mr. West. Today we're doing a Khan Academy tutorial on creating box plots. So I highly encourage you to go check out a video called Reading Box Plots First. That'll make this one a little bit easier, especially the beginning. You don't have to watch the whole thing. Would never make you guys do more than you had to, but reading box plots is a good intro into what we're talking about, but I will still cover some of those same concepts. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this problem. The data below represents the number of desks on each floor of Texter Corporate. Okay, so there's a lot of floors here. You can even count the floors. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's 11 floors in this place. Okay, now you can see how many desks are on each floor. Now, one thing we got to understand about a box plot, so I'm going to use this first one as an example. Okay, with these box plots, we want to see a couple things. We want to see the minimum. We want to see the maximum. Okay, so that far dot on the left is the minimum. The far dot on the right is the maximum. This middle line in the box is the median. So those are the most obvious things that we can kind of sort out. Some other things we want to find out is we want this value right here. That's Q1, the first quartile. The first quartile essentially is the the median of the first half of the data. So there's the first half of the data. First half. Okay, and then the third quartile is this one right here. Call that Q3, and it's always on the right side of that box there. And essentially it's the median of the second half of the data. Okay, now this represents 50% of the data from here to here. So 50% of the data lies between these numbers here. Okay, so it's more packed in there. Notice how the first half of the data is pretty spread out. Okay, that means there's only sparsely populated between those. Okay, so it's much more dense, condensed in the second half than it is in the first half. That's just something on this, what I'm noticing from this plot. That doesn't mean that's how it was represented, because that's only an option. Okay, but I just want to give you an idea of things I'm looking for before I choose which choice I'm working with. Okay, so let me erase this real quick. Okay, median max. Go ahead and pause that if you want to go look at it again or rewind. Okay, it was up for a little bit, but I need some more space. So the first thing, the most obvious things I can look for is the minimum and the maximum. So I'm seeing a 54. I think that's my min. And then my highest value, I think it's already in order. So that's great. That makes it a lot easier. So we're looking for something that goes to 76 and goes as low as 54. And I think all of them have that. 54, okay, all of them have 54, and all of them go up to 76. So it's making our life a little more difficult, but now we need to find the median, okay? So things we need to find are checklists, minimum, maximum, okay, check, check. And now we want to find the median. The median is the middle, so we're going to cross these off left, right, until we get to the middle. Left, right, left, right, left, right, and we land on 69. Okay, don't laugh there, but 69 is the median. So we're looking for something that has a line on 69, and it looks like there's just one of these choices that it belongs to. Okay, so without even doing the quartile range, we know that it's option C. Why? Because this median line is right here on 69, okay? And this represents, what is the data? Oh, the number of desks. So the median, like kind of the average, the typical number of desks is 69 per floor. That's what this represents, so that's kind of cool. All right, next question. Which data set could be represented by the box plot shown below? Okay, again, we want to identify our key features here. We have a minimum of 41, maximum of 50. Okay, so that's our first giveaway, and then we have the easiest. These are the easiest things to find, and then we have our median of 44. So let's start looking for those things, and then maybe we can just get rid of some right from that. So min and then max. So you can see that option B has the wrong minimum, so we can get rid of that one. So now we're down to A, C, and D. Now we just need to find the median. Okay, so this is unfortunate. We're going to have to find the middle number of this and look for 44. So we have, I'm going to start with D, actually. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, notice how I'm landing on 2. All of these have an even number, so you're going to land on 2 for the median for all 3 of these. Luckily, so yeah, we're going to land on 2 in the middle. So luckily for this option D, we can see that it's between 43 and 45 for that. Okay, so what does that mean? It means when you land on 2 in the middle for a median, you have to add the two numbers together and then divide by 2. You're essentially finding the average between those two, and you're going to get 44 for this and 44 for this. For this one, you're going to get, what is that? You're going to get 45. So obviously 45 is not the median. We got rid of another option. Okay. I was saying, luckily, these are already put in order for us. That makes it a lot easier. So we're down to option A and option D. So we're going to have to find our interquartile, not our range, but we're going to have to find our Q1. Okay. So we got or Q3. We got our median. Okay. And what we're going to do actually is for both of these, this is how you need to go about finding the Q1 and Q3. Okay. I'm only doing this for A and B. Is we need to input that we're going to put right here that 44 is our median. We're just going to kind of write that number in there like this. Okay, like that. And I'll show you why in a second. So now we're going to try to find our Q1. And like I said before, Q1 is the median of the first half of the data. So there's our first half of the data. And if I were to draw that here, it would look like this. Okay, so I need to find the median of this first half of the data. So I'm going to put a box around it. Okay, I just start at my median and I go to the left of it. I don't include my median here. Okay, so now I'm just trying to find the median of this first half of the data. So I go, whoops, I used my eraser instead of, there we go. So I'm going to cross off right, left, and I'll land on 43. Okay, that's what my Q1 actually is. So we're going to check D now. Okay, here's my first half of the data. I'm going to put a box around it. Left, right, left, right. Okay, I also get 43. So now I'm going to have to check Q3. This one's a very involved problem. So we have Q3 here. I'm going to put a box around my second half of the data. Q3 represents the median of my second half of the data. So I'm going to put a box around my second half of the data, and I'm going to do the same thing. Left, right, I get 49. Okay, look at this. 49 is not our Q3, so we know it's not option A. But look, just to show you, left, right, I get 48 for D. D is my Q3. It has all those things. It has min, max, Q1 correct, median correct, and Q3 correct. D is the correct answer. So that was a pretty involved one, but you're definitely going to get one of those. So make sure you are following along. Rewind if you need to. Data set below represents the number of strikes each Sam's Inc. employee got on the bowling outing. Which box plot correctly summarizes the data? Again, start with your min first and your max. And it looks like they're the same here. So now we're going to go to the next obvious thing, which is the median. Left, right. Okay, I'm not sure the best way you like to do it. I like to use 2 fingers, but it's very hard to demonstrate 2 fingers with this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 12 is our median. And that gives us 2 choices, it looks like. Yep, so option C is out, but now we're down to 2 choices. Now we're going to have to find our range. So we circled our median. Okay, so now we're going to look at the first half of the data. Whoops. Okay, for Q1. And we're going to find the median of that. So we're going to go Q1, left, right. Q1 is 6. So we're looking for our Q1 to be 6 and our median 12. Look, this one is not 6. It needs to be right here for Q1, and it's not. So we know that option B is correct instead without even doing Q3. Okay, next question. Which data set could be represented by the box plot below? Okay, min, max. So min is 1, max is 19. Looks like option B is wrong, so we're going to cross that one off. Now we need the median 12. How many numbers are there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so that means that the 6th one is going to be the median. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's another way to do this. Instead of crossing it off, if it's an odd number, just going to count half plus about half, round up. So 11 is my median, but no, it's not. 12 is my median, so I know option A is out. Now I'm down to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one says 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 5 on this one. 5. Okay, yeah, so 11. This one's out too then. So I think we're already down to option C, because this is the only one that has a median of 12, okay, and a minimum maximum of 19. The rest do not have a median of 12, so option C it is. We don't have to do the quartile at all, and we're done, okay? So this one was a little bit more involved. but now you know how to find Q1, Q3. You know how to find the min and the maximum, interquartile range, all that good stuff. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you next time right here on Wes Explains Best.